Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ. Welcome to the KarKives, the KarQ Archives YouTube channel, where this series, every week on Friday on my stream at twitch.tv/KarQ, I'll be reviewing a viewer's replay code, a game that hopefully was a little close so we can break down and help them get a little better, a little coaching series. In order to get your VOD reviewed, come on over to the stream and build up some stream points by simply watching. If you subscribe to the channel, you get them a little bit quicker, but it's going to cost you 100,000 stream points, a little incentive for you to, watch the stream and hang out. But if you save up enough, every Friday we'll do a little RNG roll where anybody who has 100k points can pull it in. If I choose your VOD, we review yours. Everybody who didn't get chosen, you get your points back. So save up for it. It'll be good. Today, I'm going to be reviewing my girlfriend's Baptiste gameplay. Because this is the first week, I didn't give anybody a warning. Building up 100,000 loyalty points takes a little bit. So she had enough points. We're going to review hers. But starting next week, review Vera games, and here we go. I was actually in this game. This is a quick play match we played a while ago. For reference, she is gold. Was gold in Overwatch 1. Hasn't played in a while. Okay, I'm in this game. I played Junker Queen. I don't actually remember this. This is over a week ago. So let's watch it from your perspective here. Okay, so first of all, it's a little difficult. It's a little riskier to be the first one onto the cart. So in Esperanza, people come into two areas. They either take their bridge high ground on their own side first, or you go to the point, and there's two options. So it seemed like we all didn't want to take this high ground, which is fine, because we're playing Junker Queen, and Junker Queen kind of like playing close to your teammates, so everybody can be in the commanding shout range. I think maybe just wait for me. I was a little late because I think I was switching around, figuring out what to play. Wait for me to go first. All right, you played a little safe. As long as we're all kind of close, it's all good. So this is fine. That's just a little forewarning for everybody playing this map. Kind of choosing between healing. Okay, so you regen bursted a little too early there. So right now, Baptiste's regen burst is one of the most powerful defensive healing abilities in the game because of the instant flat HP you get, and it's just like in a range around you. You get more value on the healing when your teammates are less than half. That doesn't mean you always want to wait for them to be at half HP, but you don't want to burn it too early, and that was a little too early. Right? There wasn't any sort of immediate danger for you to use that off the get-go. Right. Well, actually, I lied. You took 75 damage. But you were kind of safe here. Your self-regen was already starting to kick in. Honestly, upon further look, not the worst regen burst because you were a little low, but half the battle is kind of figuring out, like, there's two angles. When you start in this position, there's two angles, and it seemed like we were undecisive whether we wanted to go left or right. If you're all collectively here and still in sight lines, then yes, the regen burst was good. But the second one is, like, you're stuck in a place where you can get shot by two angles, so the regen burst wasn't too bad. I think I said that, but let's keep watching. Okay, so you're healing, dealing damage. Yes, good. Healing. Okay, so you saw my HP pretty healthy. It's pretty good as Baptiste to get into the habit of either shooting or healing, shooting or healing. In that case, after your regen bursted especially, we're all very healthy. In that case, you didn't need to shoot me, like heal me, excuse me. You needed to just shoot the enemies here. Shoot the diva now. I have that green over health, and I'm pretty much full HP. You missed two shots, 3 shots to just shoot the enemy here. Keep shooting the enemy. Yeah, shoot the lamp. Now lamp was okay there. That's actually a good spot because it's behind cover because you were a little low and then you regen bursted after. That's good. The healing priority is okay right now too. Now here is where I would actually retreat a little bit. The reason being, you're able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in front of you, or one person died earlier. I saw it on the kill feed. And a lot of supports have this problem where they end up pressing W or they walk forward when they feel like they need to heal. It's like a habit, right? I would actually take a few steps back so you don't get logged randomly by Hanzo, so you break his sight line and just shoot the first person in this sight line. But if you like start walking forward a little bit too close here, you run into the spot where Hanzo can still shoot you on this angle and you run more risks of dying. That's a shared sight line between Hanzo and you. So maybe like a half a step back here would be a little bit more ideal. I don't think you get punished for it, but it's all good. All right. Oh my god, were you losing frames in this? Okay, the regen burst is good. So this is what I meant why people tend to walk towards the people that were low. So what you're doing here was that you're back here, you notice that one person gets low, Like you're moving forward, this person's low, they started sliding in. You can still play right here. This position now, because we took more space aggressively here, allows you to stay right here and play it safely. But because you saw someone low, you can still heal Mark from this angle, but you started like walking towards him. Like it's just a habit that healers have, and you don't necessarily need to do that. It's just something to keep in mind. Maybe in your own games you'll notice that habit of yours. You didn't need to do that. Because like, in case the rest of the team starts to retreat, you get caught out in no man's land. Now you find the D.Va. DPS is good so far. Okay, D-Mech. Kill one, shot the baby D.Va. Good job. Okay, only one person needs to be on this, which is good. Technically, with BAP Kiriko, I actually think Kiriko is supposed to be on the cart, because at least with like if the rest of the team is taking space, like Joel and Mark is trying to aggressively like poke them, you can play with them as Baptiste, and Kiriko can play cart, because as soon as they need a person, Kiriko just teleports in and helps. But if you're the one solo pushing as Baptiste and Kiriko's here, what can you do as Baptiste here? Absolutely nothing, because they're all behind a wall, right? So in a BAP Kiriko pushes the cart here. You only need one single person to get the max speed on the push payload. You don't need more than one. Only payload increases speed with more people on it. So reverse. So Koji and Cat, this is not so much for Koji, like Koji should be on it. Cat, you should move up and follow Joel and stuff here. But you're not in a terrible angle where like they're starting to come out here now, so it's okay. Okay, so with the team fight about to engage, I would have actually rotated to the high ground there. So using those exo boots, as soon as you know like they're about to come out there, I would have jumped and played on this angle and used this piece of cover. So at least you have something to duck into as needed. You can still fire in this angle, but at least you have some sort of coverage if you need to. If you play down here, you could technically use the push robot as your piece of cover, but it's a lot more difficult and you're kind of like a bit more isolated. Like maybe you could use this little room to do the same thing, but as a Baptiste, low to high healing is a little bit more difficult. If you shoot your healing here, you have to hit it direct because it's hard to splash the ground. And as Baptiste in general, high to low makes it easier to shoot downwards and at least land the splash. So this position would have been a little bit better based on the context of this fight right here. Like right now, I would charge your exo boots, right? Okay, you did not need to lamp that at all. You were not in any danger. And they're chucking a bunch of ults. Like right now, you probably could have lamped Joel over there deep in their line. So if you didn't burn your lamp off that, off nothing, you might be able to throw a deep lamp to help Joel get the blade off here. Okay, so here you're actually missing out on the Baptiste fundamental. Essential skill of Baptiste is learning to shoot, heal, because you don't lose any momentum from that. So I'm low. You're shooting one heal nade. You should do a primary fire onto the Orisa. Heal, shoot. It's a pretty high tempo. If you can get into the habit of doing it, you should. And also remember how I said low to high healing is hard because it's hard to splash. A lot of these end up, that one hit. That one, did that hit? It's hard. Yeah, see, do you see the problem with this angle? It ends up hitting the top of the stairs because this is a higher elevation than you. So in this case, if you, like based on the circumstances, I would have half charged your exo boots as you're fighting, shooting, healing, shooting. You don't have to jump fully in the air because if you do, you might be out of range to push it. If you want to continue pushing, you half jump to get a better top-down angle to be able to land easier heals while shooting at the same time. But here you end up missing a lot. You see that two of them just hit the top of the stairs, right? And then now that we all died, we have to disengage here. You have to just run, but you probably just take the death and reset. That's fine. Okay. Orisa. Playing BAP into Orisa is really powerful because Orisa is just free. You're one of the best heroes to DPS her down because she's so chunky with a giant hitbox. You can just keep rolling her. Okay, you got hit by the... you did not actually need to immortality field that. You know that tapioca ball from Sojourn? You already made it out. Wait, hold on. Let's rewatch that again in slow motion. Okay, in this case... rotate to the right. Keep DPSing him. DPS, DPS. I ulted deep. I mean, Koji is really low here, like 40 HP, but this is where I would just press regen burst, because regen burst instantly heals 100 HP instead of burning your lamp right here. I would have regen bursted. You didn't need to lamp that and regen burst after. It's kind of like one of them was wasted. Regen burst instantly healed that much HP. That would have been sufficient because only Orisa was on you. And then now you could have saved your lamp and used it for me around the corner. Also, you don't need a wide swing and peek out into, especially with the way this fight was going. You can see the silhouette of your teammates, right? So then here, you could just use this piece of cover because you're already here, and then just try to pocket and stand here and just jiggle a little bit. Heal, shoot, instead of coming all the way down the stairs. Now you're putting yourself at risk of getting shot. See that? You'll notice the game gets a lot scarier because like you just got shot by random stuff and it's like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do?
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Orisa's here. You guys can shoot through that window. Okay. I would have actually killed the Orisa. That's a higher priority than healing right there. As soon as this window came up, your window was here. You heal him once, and then you just DPS him down. Everybody else is healthy enough. You shoot one heal onto Koji, onto your Kiriko, and then you just shoot through this window for that double DPS dink right there. This Orisa would immediately die right now. He lived for like half a second longer than he had to. But at the end of the day, we still won the fight. But these are just little corrections and different prioritizations you have to think about to kind of assist you in that capacity. All right. Everybody's on cart. Oh, dodge it. Oh. Alright, he TP'd out. That's fine. Okay, so back up. Jump back up to high ground. Oh, never mind. The rest of your team is deep. Okay, you can just play here. So my instinct here, if I wrap this corner and I notice we cap, if I see Ryan, a lot of times as a support, I'll actually like back right here and I'll actually jump back up with Exo Boots and play here, at least until I know it's safe around that corner. I'll start here because you can do everything you want to do from this angle, top down, super easy to heal. And then if you notice that the rest of your team is taking space, it's because like you have to always pay attention when you're playing support, know where your tank is. 3 of us were going on an off angle to catch their backline, and their tank was like walking up expecting their team to help. But as soon as Ryan realized his team was like yelling, "Hey, we need help," then he backed off. And as soon as this Ryan realized that, then he started backing up. He's like, "Oh shit, wait, now he's cut off." So the fact that me, Mark, and Joel came from this angle isolated them like crazy. I mean, I kind of got isolated there too, but you as a Baptiste could jump up there to start and then come down after. But anyways, that isolation was perfect. We ended up capping this area. That was good. This is fine. There's not much to shoot at, so what you're doing here is perfectly acceptable. Remember, this half jump, now you're full jumping. Oh, so it seems like you're still in range to push. Look. Look. Full height. Is this cart still moving at full height? It is. Wait, you're actually in range. What? Is that actually the range of it? Holy shit. It has not stopped at all. So this is technically still in range. Wow, that's high as shit. So, okay, so if it turns out you can stay max height while pushing, you should always be doing this, especially during the poke phase, because you're on low to high ground. It's harder to land your heals. So just jump really high and shoot. Be careful of doing this against snipers, but their comp, I guess their sniper is Sojourn with Rail, but in any case, right now in this phase, you can do it to make your heals a little easier. So you should definitely just do that as often as you can here. Yeah, boom. Yeah, it's way easier to heal here. Heal. So as you shot those 2 primary fires, you shot some heals there too. That immortality is okay. Yeah, you're gonna ditch the part. That's a little tough. I think as a team, everybody here should have backed off onto the cart area instead of instinctively coming here, because then it was kind of caught isolated. Again though, perfect world, it actually should have been Baptiste with the team and Kiriko on the point. So then like, in case something like that happens, at least Kiriko can TP and then you guys can still fight as 5 versus being split off like here where Baptiste had the awkward angle to push. So theoretically, we can roast Koji and be like, Koji, why weren't you on the cart? Okay, Kiriko players, usually it can be you because you can get off it pretty easily. I just moved to me by accident. All right. Mark killed 2 people as soon as we came out here. Ulted deep. This is good. Walk up with your team now because we're taking aggressive space. Shot the lamp. Very good. Yeah. Hold your jump right now. Okay. Hold your jump. Charge it. Okay. He didn't go for you. But here's one matchup tip for Baptiste versus Reinhardt is literally as soon as a Rein does this shit where he's in your sight line, you just always imagine he has shatter. Or he totally doesn't. He does 25%, but this is a replay. Just pretend he always has shatter or pretend he's gonna charge you. So as an instinct, you sort of keep charge. You don't have to necessarily jump, but at least build up some exo boot charge in case he charges you or shatters, you can dodge it every time. Like hold it now. You can just hold it, back up, hold it. If he does charge you, then you just time it, jump over it. Or if he shatters, you get out of range. He didn't go for you, but you didn't charge any boots. So that's just something to remember against Reinhardt specifically.
We need that robot back.
Oh, you shoot that soldier a little bit? Yeah. So here. Yeah. Okay. You can kill him. Nice. No, heal. Okay, so as soon as Genji's blade... Okay, so this is how your brain should be thinking in this moment. Step by step. Rein, walking towards you. You hold some exo boot charge. Hold it. I would probably dodge. I mean, you dodge that anyways. I'd jump to dodge the fire strike sometimes as well, potentially. But imagining he has shatter, maybe it's not. It's a good thing you dodged it. That's your Genji. You still have regen burst. That's okay. You got shot here to 75. I probably would have regen bursted myself here. You're at 25 HP. You pressed it so late. Oh my god, you almost died. This lamp was good for you to keep you alive here. Okay. You got your window. Put that shit down. Perfect. DPS. DPS. Good. So far, so good. Your Genji's at full health. Dodge the fire strike, shoot the soldier. Good prioritization. I mean, actually, perfect world would be Baptiste, but he kind of like is a threat to kill you right now. So killing him was actually good. Now I'd heal. Because this Genji's in his ultimate, and your priority should be able to keep him alive. You have no other cooldowns, but your healing through this window is doubled. Even just hitting the ground here, the splash would heal him 100. If you hit the direct, it would heal him 140. Because it does a little bit more on the direct hit. But I wouldn't go for a direct hit on Genji because he jumps around way too much. Just shoot the ground here and pray that the splash gives Joelle here 100 HP. Then they can finish the blade without being threatened. But unfortunately, Joelle goes down. So you had a chance to save their life there. Missed opportunity.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Alright. Kitsune guide you inside. Shoot. Okay, so now that they transcended, you can't really do any DPS, so you're walking closer to them. It's like a habit. So as soon as they Kitsune rush, you're supposed to run. Yeah. Okay. So here in this case, it's 4v4. Kitsune rush, they're windowing and Kitsune rush. You break line of sight of this immediately because this is danger. Yeah, they got window into the Kitsune rush. That is just run around the corner and they're both kind of useless, if that makes any sense. But instead, we counter Kitsune rush. And we're kind of playing around it. You're kind of like moving left and right here. Like if the Doom or like me decides to still engage into this, like getting past it, you just play this piece of cover instead of panicking and moving all the way to the left. You just stand right here and you can still do your job because you'll be in the Kitsune rush bottom portion to decrease your cooldowns. But like you have a higher chance of dodging all that shit that they can shoot through. A lot of the positioning on support is like subconscious, but you have to actively think about it before it becomes subconscious, so. Think about natural cover and the sight lines at all times. And what's the threat? The threat there was enemy Kitsune rush and window. How do you counter those? Hard cover. So your instinct there should just be like break that line of sight immediately, because if you go down, your tank will go down too, because you can't heal them anymore. Oh, I switched to Sigma here. Oh, this is the game I played Mystery Heroes. I kind of just picked whatever. Alright, so now they're charging me. I'm stuck in that corner. You don't bail me, like, don't run after me here. Good, you back out, just leave me. Okay, so there's a piece of high ground. Okay, so you panicked and went for me on the side here. But you actually made it through. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when they didn't commit for me, and I took a weird like flank angle, right? So then you over here, this spot is kind of dangerous. As Baptiste, you kind of just back up here and jump to the high ground and stand here. And then if you need to back up, then you back up around this left side. But this was kind of crazy. You went for the Sigma, but then you just press forward into behind my shield, and I'm like, what the hell? And you ran back forward. Yeah, okay. That positioning was a little questionable. But anyways, your instinct there, take that high ground. That's what you have to think about. Cool, cool.
Robot is on the move.
I was scared and I wanted your companionship. Aw, thanks, babe. I didn't want it there. Because I knew you would have died there. Because it's because I put myself in a dangerous spot. I'm like, oh shit, I'm already fucked. Don't get fucked with me. Because I was like, fuck, I just put myself in a bad spot. So actually, that's actually a tip though. When you're a support, sometimes the tank is a lost cause. AKA me at that point. They're just in a shit spot. You don't want to put yourself in a spot that also dies with them. Because they're probably going to die. I actually think we ended up winning that fight for some reason. Limp. Regen burst yourself, you got a little low. Not much we could do about that one there. They windowed and they visored through it, so that one's already done. Okay. Okay, we lost Joelle. Okay, so here we just back up. We're down one. Oh, I swapped to Arissa now. What the hell? Good. Actually, it might be turnable with this window. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, a couple things to unpack here. We lost one and it's a 4v5. That's already dangerous. I would almost never be the first person, especially around this corner. We can see through the walls because we're on replay viewer, but because you just lose a fight, this area right here is dangerous because they usually control this high ground and you don't know what's around the corner. So you have to be careful a little bit here. Generally speaking, as Baptiste, one of the safer plays on this map especially, instead of coming out down here, actually jump up here because you have exo boots. And you can start here, which gives you like a little bit of information. You can peek out here and then like, okay. If they don't have high ground, then maybe it's safe to come down. But here, dangerous. You didn't get punished for it right away, but you're playing too dangerously close to Rhine. You just assume Rhine has shatter every time. You're in shatter range. But I walk in front of you here, that's fine. I'm your tank, I'm taking space. I got discorded and I'm like, oh shit, okay. You play this corner. They're gonna play the corner and you play the corner. So I would hug left here because if they have this high ground, they actually can't shoot you very well if you're hugging the corner. Let's just say they were playing here because a lot of players would start here. That piece of cover is gonna save you and it allows you to heal me, the Orisa. And it allows you to get a good window angle here. This window took too long to go up. It seems this is more of a mechanics thing, but you took a long time to kind of decide where to put it. If you watch any Baptiste plays, they usually put the window down like, it's something you can learn by going to the practice range and learning like, you just basically aim at the ground and just double click. Just pew, 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 and then look up and it's already up. And once this window is up, you don't need to play this close at all. Like you could have put the window down there from here. Like if you're playing here close to this cover, you can still jiggle out a little bit, put the window down, and shoot safely from this angle to get good heals and good double damage through it. But now you put yourself in the position where the enemy team wants to walk past the window. This window is a little deep too. Like you walked up and did it. If you put it back a little bit, obviously they'll go into cover. You kind of have to wait for them to like commit. And it seems like this Ryan wants to commit. And this is it. They walk through it, which is fine. That's all you can do. That's what he's supposed to do as a Reinhardt. And then what you're supposed to do is not do what you just did here, where you decided to go over here behind him. We're just lucky. You're lucky that Mark actually went up on the high ground and drew the attention of Zen, Bap, and Echo. Because if he didn't jump up there, you are dead by simply walking into this zone because all three of them would have looked at you. The fact that you were kind of like playing here, you kind of got saved because of Mark's positioning, but then he slid out. So once Mark slid out from high ground, then they can all look at you here. And then you got charged. But then Koji saved us with the Isuzu. And then you see, now you're in swing range, then you got fire struck. Somehow you lived. And then Koji ate the pin for you. But like, you put yourself in unnecessary danger. They won the fight anyways there. Alright, just die here. It's okay. It's okay that you get pinned here. We had to reset anyways. So a lot of times, like, you have to know your matchup. What is Ryan's weakness? Ryan's weakness is his range. And like, you just don't want to be in range of the fire strike. Or, sorry, not in range of shatter or his swings. And you put yourself 2 times in this game where you just like walked into his swings. Also, what the fuck was this ultimate? Okay, so let's go back to Baptiste here. Good heals here. Get out of range of shatter. So unfortunately, we're in the range of the shatter here. Like, sometimes it happens, you're not paying attention, but as a support player, cover to cover. You can start here, use this bus. I think wrapping around this corner is fine. You didn't know they were gonna commit, but I would probably stay up here on top of the hill. You're still in pretty decent range. And as soon as this guy walks up, this is why, like, whenever you hear or see a Ryan get close, you charge those exo boots. Even though you're kind of close, too close to begin with, at least if you get into the habit of building your jump, your boost, your exo boots, you can at least jump dodge this one and react to it. And then unfortunately, too much shit came up. This part, we just die and reset. Yeah, that's fine. I can't remember, do we win this game? Oh, this is close. Last fight.
It's not over till it's over.
Come out, come out! No, you had window! Wait, you switched to Mercy? No! Wait, why did you switch? Wait, big res! No, but then you died. It's a 1-for-1 trade. That wasn't worth it. That was not worth it. The Baptiste window is such a strong ultimate. You should not have switched. Because then you only kept 30% to your next. Oh yeah, we won because Joelle popped off. But I think that would have been way easier without that. We did... Okay, well, I forgot we won the game, but... Like, if you came out here... Okay, there's you on Baptiste. Or sorry, you're on Mercy here. Joelle died. Mark got 1. I already got 2, so this is already like... If you come back here, it's a 4v3. So right here, oh, it's because I ulted this area. If you came out here and just popped window, right here, and just DPS'd, that soldier would have died, and this echo would have died from you. You have a great angle to shoot down this echo, because I think over here... Okay, the reason why we won that is because their echo fucked up. But you would have killed the echo. If this echo was like a little bit, didn't kind of, I was gonna say a little better, it's a little toxic, but didn't fuck up by falling into my ultimate, it would have been a lot better, right? This echo literally flew into my ultimate and then took 200 damage. That was the reason why we won. Look, what the fuck? Did she run out of flight? Why did she get close to me? She kept flying forward and I popped my ultimate as Orisa. And she decided to just get even closer. Like a moth into the light. Honestly, the res on the Tracer though worked out a little bit here. I think it, I still think at the end of it all, the Baptiste window would have been higher value. But decent breakdown. Your aim on the heals are actually pretty good. Like all things considered, just gotta work on the APM on learning how to shoot and heal at the same time, or at least cycling through them. Learning how to build your crouch exo boot jump more often, just to hold the charge. You don't have to always do it because that'll also open you up to getting sniped more often, but learning how to like weave that into your gameplay, and especially learning how to jump more to get top down angles, and repositioning starting high to low is one of Baptiste's strengths because he has verticality. So jumping up to start on high ground in certain areas and then dropping down as needed, or going back up, going down, that's important. And less walking less of that habit where if you see a low HP teammate, you start walking towards them to get an easier healing angle, because like that's just what a lot of support players do. But just understand your range and know that you have your pretty long range. You can play it safe, hide a little bit more. Yeah, surely you will go from gold to platinum soon. Cool? Capiche? All right, and that's it for the video. Appreciate you guys. See you next time.